Welcome. Today is July 6th. Welcome to Frostbite Live. My name is Bailey, and we got Jack behind the camera. It is our pleasure today to welcome in the Dwindles. So we'll start things off with some introductions. Want to go around and introduce ourselves?
Hi, I'm Kyle.
Hey, I'm Stu.
I'm Chase, hello.
I'm John.
Amazing. So, do you guys want to introduce that first song that you guys played and tell us a bit about it?
Yeah. That song was called Tin Roof. So that's a song that came out of a jam a long time ago.
In 6 years, about 6 years, 7 years.
Yeah. So, but we've been working on it ever since, and it's just kind of really came into place. Kind of came into place like just before COVID, but
Very inspired by kraut
yeah,
rock.
Yeah, Crowdy jam in the beginning.
yeah.
And the rest, I think that there were two separate songs and then fused together, maybe, or am I wrong?
Yeah, I think there were 2 songs. And then we made that kind of middle, in-between portion, and it kind of tied together. And
Yeah, no, I really like that. Like, nice transition. I was worried. I thought it was like 2 songs for a second, but I'm like, okay, I see the through line. It was really cool. Like 6 years in the process, but it really sounds amazing. So, how long have you guys all known each other?
Stu and I have known each other since we were 5,
Yeah.
so 25 years.
Yeah.
And then Chase and John we've known for maybe...
John and I had a job working at Rona when we just got fresh out of high school. First
That's right.
job,
First job,
working in the lumberyard.
and we jammed together, and then I met Kyle,
Yeah.
and then the rest is history.
Yeah.
I'm like a recent addition, but no, we've all known each other for quite some time.
Yeah, well, that's always nice to see. Just like a close group of friends, just kind of
Oh, absolutely.
just blossom into this band. So, I guess we'll proceed on to the next song. You want to introduce it? Tell us what it's about.
So yeah, the next song we're gonna do is called. What are we gonna do?
Way back or away.
Let's do hand signals.
Hand
Yeah,
signals.
hand signals.
Hand signals. Yeah.
Floating over the sky.
like now would be a good time to talk about your album, Night Bloomer. Congrats, by the way.
Thanks.
We've been listening to it for the past couple of days now, and it's just the whole album's just a whole vibe. It's really good. So, speaking on the album, were there any kind of sounds or tones you were going for the album in terms of like the songs or?
For tones, it's a pretty wide array.
Yeah.
We try and some of the songs are kind of old. Some were recorded like a couple of years ago. Some were recorded this year.
Okay.
So just kind of as we kind of learned to record ourselves better, also the tones kind of developed more. And
I think overall we were okay with it having a bit of a bedroom vibe to it, where it wasn't as professional as it might be going to a studio, but being like okay with that, just having that home sound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just like maybe like with other records, we try to be reaching like a certain barrier of like a professional sound, but we just decided like let's just make this sound like as if like what we can produce.
yeah, sometimes trying to reach for like perfection when you're not like able to get it can be worse than just accepting the lo-fi and the more the at-home recording feel.
Yeah, well, I've been listening to your back catalog as well, and I noticed, like, well, this new one just sounds super, like, you could have fooled me that you recorded that in a studio. Like, it sounds super just high-end. And
Yeah, well, we did something that we haven't done before, where we just tracked everything ourselves, and then we just made, like, kind of demos of what we wanted it to sound like, and then we did send it to this cool guy out in Australia, Lindsay, and he was really just took a lot of our notes and stuff, and
Being able to like recording ourselves for years made it a lot easier to convey things too, where it's
100%.
like, oh, this EQ needs to scoop more here, or just more like technical terms we kind of had a better understanding of, which helped convey ideas to him and work together.
Yeah, 100%. Being able to have that, like, on the same level of kind of dialogue and knowing exactly how you want the things to sound and how to get there.
Yeah, because we can also be pretty particular.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. And especially when it's coming to, like, your own music, you kind of want to be, like, you want to go for the sound that you want. You don't want to really compromise your sound for whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, were there any particular influences for this album?
Oh, like, it's been a long span of, like, kind of what we were into, and then just going through a bunch of different phases, and it just kind of ending up all in one collection.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I don't know, we were listening to a lot of, like, I don't know, the drums. I listened to a lot of the drums. I listened to some stuff from Sarah Records, so like some twee pop stuff and new wave, post-punk. But then Kyle's more of like the psych guy, so...
Yeah, I listen to a lot of King Gizzard, and I don't know, it's weird because a lot of the songs I listen to don't influence the way I play necessarily.
Okay.
So people will say like, oh, you sound like this guy, and it's like, oh, I do sound like that, and I've never listened to him.
Yeah, but it's weird though, like, even if you find that, you'll somehow find some of the other stuff you listen to kind of bleed in other ways that you wouldn't expect. At least I find that in my own writing. Like, it'll just, like, I listen to more emo stuff, but then also pop, and then it's like, you'll kind of find them in weird spots, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, if we want to get to our next song now, if you guys want to introduce that, and tell us a bit about it.
Yeah, the next song we're doing is The Moment I Wake Up, and it's kind of the first time where we were like, let's make a pop song, but we were really influenced by this song called, I don't even know what it's called.
It's
an Aretha Franklin song. What's the song called by Aretha Franklin? Forever. Anyways, it's just like a pop song that they just threw this kind of odd time signature in there, and that's about it. I just wanted to do that. Yeah, thanks.
bigger than you realize. Playing tricks with my mind, the color dripping from your eyes, washed out, clearing out the brain. Erosion takes but still remains undone. Fading memories from a photograph. Can we ever dream the past? Taste the memory. When you smile, oceans collide. And I was stripping the wire to reveal there was only two. Jumping into the water, terrified 'cause you couldn't swim. Hesitation fades away. Quicker than you realize. You're in my dreams oblivion. Reflections that I found at last, spouting from between my ears. When you smile, oceans collide. Spilling out my eyes at you, free to take away. Save it for the time of day. Wish I could decipher.
Hell yeah. I love like the vibe that you guys create with all your sounds. It's just so like just so calming and relaxing. That it's just like I could just chill like all day just vibing to your guys' music. So we were talking earlier, you guys have been playing some shows after the release of this album. How have those shows been?
Pretty good. We've been kind of getting around Southern Ontario, out to like Windsor and London, Toronto. We got some more coming up with like Guelph and Peterborough, I think.
Yeah. Any favorites so far?
What's your favorite so far?
I think we played NXNE Festival in Toronto.
Oh yeah.
I think
Oh,
that
yeah.
was my favorite. It was like, it's essentially like a huge pub crawl of like, how many venues? Like 12 venues with like 6 bands at each venue.
Yeah.
It was insane. Just a massive like underground festival. I think that was the coolest one.
Yeah, I've been wanting to check out NEX or NXNE.
Yeah.
Yeah, the acronym. But yeah, no, I've been hearing a lot about it. It seems like a really good time.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah. Any other ones? Any memorable ones
For
besides
me,
that?
like Windsor or Barrie.
Yeah.
Windsor was my first one with them. I like, they gave me like a week's, 1 or 2 weeks notice to learn all the bass for all the songs, and I think I showed like 3 days later I showed up with all the songs sort of ready.
Yeah.
And then we went to Windsor. This one was without Chase, but it was
Okay.
like fantastic. And then we played Barrie. It was my first time with Chase on stage too, and it sounded even better.
Barrie was
So it's
fun.
like-
We've never been to Barrie.
No, never been to Barrie.
Yeah, it's one of those towns that you don't really hear a lot of bands
No.
going to.
We
Even
went-
like Windsor, you hear everybody go to London, but not
Yeah,
a little bit past it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That like the thing about Barrie though was it wasn't bad. Like,
No?
It was like
Oh, it was like a
you know, it was
longer
nice little
downtown
town.
St. Catharines.
Yeah.
it was like
Yeah.
it was like yeah, all of it, if you make downtown St. Catharines a city.
Yeah.
Like, no offense to there people, but
Yeah.
no, that's a compliment. But
Yeah.
but no, even the venue was pretty sweet, right? Like
Yeah, it was really cool.
Oh yeah, the venue was sick.
with the lighting and like it was pretty unreal.
Some good bands, yeah.
Surfy bands.
Yeah, surfy
Played with a
bands.
ska punk band, which was a first for
Yeah.
all of us.
Yeah, we've never played
Yeah.
with a ska punk band.
And after that was like literal like surf
Yeah,
music.
authentic
And
Yeah.
unreal. But
Oh, perfect. And from this new album, any songs that you like that are your favorites to play live?
oh my god.
Favorites to play live from the album. I really like playing June's song. I really like playing that. I like playing Blue Dream, but we had to kind of put that on the back burner for a second here. But we're gonna get back to that.
Yeah. I think June song's my favorite, just because it starts off kind of chill, like all the other songs, and I feel like when people get into like a false sense of security with
Yeah.
that one,
Yeah.
because it in the second half just kicks up
Yeah.
to a huge crescendo. I feel like people are always like, where the hell did this come from?
Yeah.
And it gets people moving when it gets to that point. So I think it's cool seeing that play out, like different emotions people go through throughout that song. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, seeing the shock and then everyone just getting into
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it's cool.
That's a bit of a signature of us sometimes, where it's like we'll start off one way, and then we're completely okay with completely changing the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how Tin Roof has like 3 separate sections. and-
Yeah.
Always catches people off guard, I think.
Yeah.
Like, you know, for me, I guess it's hand signals, which is like the toughest to learn on bass, or maybe it is like, but it was hard for me to learn.
Yeah.
But that's
And
not
it's
off
the
album.
most fun to play because you're basically playing like lead guitar on bass or something. But it's super fun.
It's always nice to see the bass have the melody for once. I love writing melodic
I know
bass
it a million
lines.
times.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. And then any venues you guys are eyeing to play at?
Yeah, Budweiser stage.
Oh yeah, yeah. Scotiabank
Oh.
Arena.
Vegas Dome or
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, the sphere.
Yeah. No.
We got like
Somewhere in Paris. The Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, just right on the icon. That'd be actually cool. Just having the whole light. They had the whole light arrangement changed while you guys are playing. That'd be fun.
I mean, I wouldn't mind going back to Windsor or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to go back to
Windsor was really good.
No, there's some cool places there, but
Yeah.
No, I think we have one coming out in Guelph, right?
Yeah.
Where is that? What venue's that?
That's Jimmy Jazz.
I'm pumped for that one.
Yeah, that's a bigger one.
I think I went to Guelph for the first time last year, and I was like, I actually really like this city.
It's a beautiful city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, have us back, please, Guelph. We
Yeah.
love you.
Yeah. All right, so we'll get into our next song now. If you guys want to introduce that.
The next song is going to be Tired Eyes.
Tired Eyes.
Tired Eyes, yeah.
Tired eyes when I woke in the morning. Oh, this moon draws near, but the crops all have withered. Farmers shed
that's really cool too. All these songs today have just been fucking bangers. They're amazing. So now that we're winding down, getting to the end of our set, kind of want to go back a little bit for selfish reasons. I'm always interested to hear about bands' recording process. How you guys go about writing your songs? Anything like, is there you got like a riff first kind of band, or like an idea first, or lyric first?
Oh yeah. Well, a lot of the time, Kyle, he'll come with a guitar riff, and you know he bounces a lot of ideas off of me. So we normally write things like almost pretty 50-50 in a lot of ways.
Yeah, like I trust Stu a lot when it comes to music. You know, we've been working together for, you know, our first band together we were like 10. So like we know what each other like and what's good and what works and what doesn't.
And same with me, where I'll have an idea that because I don't play guitar, or you know, I play a little bit of guitar, a little bit of bass, so like a lot of my ideas come from me just like at home, you know, playing one note at a time just to kind of get like a really rough demo of like the idea, and then I'll present that to Kyle, and he'll be like, "Oh, I see what you're trying to do there," and like kind of finalize that, you know.
No,
He's written some really good guitar lines, and I show up and listen to it, and I think like, how did you write this? You can't you can play guitar, but like
I think it's a weird
no.
thing because I don't know how to play guitar, but I know how to play drums, so I just like maybe play the guitar like a drum.
yeah, kind of adapt like the same mentalities that you have to drums into guitar.
Yeah, so it's like very rhythmic, I guess. That's what I've been told. I don't know.
Yeah, well, like that sounds exactly like Dave Grohl. That's the kind of the same thing as adapting the drums to the guitar thing. That's then you can create some unique stuff, and
For
that's
sure.
like also you guys like the dynamic between you guys, like having that like kind of like one fills out the other spot. That's very much like Jack and I's kind of dynamic when we go into writing.
Totally.
Yeah.
You got your buddy that's just the guy you rely on, and your work partner.
Yeah, and like the understanding between like, you know, kind of like knowing what you're going for and kind of like going off of that. That's what
Maybe
it's all
agree
about.
or disagree, but even some would come from jams too, right? Like,
Oh,
just
absolutely.
a lot of jamming, and like,
Yeah.
even like we would be just in the basement, and like even like Chase would be playing guitar, and then like
Yeah.
one of us just, or actually one of our more recent jams, like we were just jamming, and Chase, you were like about to pack up,
Yeah.
and then you heard something cool, and then he just immediately unpacked, plugged in his guitar, and he had like
And that's I
probably
think
one of
that's
the dopest jams of recent, like, you know.
I think that's the direction we're going right now too,
Yeah.
where it's like we're doing more jams off the floor. Where I think Kyle and I were kind of trying to tidy up some of the stuff that we had like kind of in the back pocket. We're like, we should really release this stuff. But now we're like already kind of ready to move on, and we want to like jam stuff out here. You know?
Yeah.
I love writing guitar lines and then handing them off to Chase, because I'll play it a certain way, and then like I'll play it and like maybe a weird fingering or something, and like, oh, it's kind of like this, and he'll simplify it and build on it in such a way so quickly, and it's just I'm usually pretty like floored that it's like he's really good at like transposing chords all of a sudden and like changing voicings around.
Well, I kind of have to because I can't play half the crappy parts, so I have to make it a bit easier for myself here.
Yeah. Well, that's why it's like opening up to like the rest of the band now to kind of get more creative influence and kind of just bring in all the different influences from you guys.
Especially because like a lot of like the material that we're playing, Stu and I wrote when it was just me and him, and then like, you know, after the remnants of a previous band, and then trying to rebuild again,
And there's something like almost less natural about like sitting down and being like, okay, let's write a song.
Let's start with an A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to be able to, you know, just like start with a jam, I think that's a good idea for
It's
us.
so sick, and like
Yeah.
a lot of them never get captured.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
whatever.
Or they're like captured on like a crappy cell phone.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. But yeah, I'm really excited to hear what you guys are coming up with next with like the jams and where that kind of leads to.
Yeah, we're feeling pretty creative right now.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Sweet. All right, so I guess now we'll kind of wrap it up. Anything beside that? You guys said you had a couple shows coming up. Anything else coming up that you got going down the pipeline?
Not too much. We've kind of run through a lot of our promo for the album, and we've got a bit of a lull for the next month, and then things kind of pick up usually back again second half of summer into fall.
Yeah. Well, excited. Definitely be checking you guys out when you're coming back around.
So there's gonna be a lot of jamming coming up.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what we're focused on.
Just improv sets.
Yeah.
A lot of jazz inspired improv.
This is all improv today.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've ever done this.
We never played this before.
No.
Okay.
All right. So if you guys want to introduce your last song and play us out.
Cool. This next song is called Baker's Son.
Bread in the oven is gold on the table. My papa used to say when he was my age, willing and able to fight for what he had to say. Roads to a dead end, work without meaning, fastest metal overhead. Man without work will always push uphill. The choice was out of their hands. The fastest plane in the land. Hold on to what's new, stifled misfortune. It when will we work again? Blood and sweat, hours into days, lost without giving any say. Beams will rise, gold on the blade. My love's here as long as you stay. Golden time, bronze with age. Oxidized, lost its way. Bread in the oven is gold on the table. 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 Ooh.